Our world is full of surprising places, but there are ancient cities that defy imagination, built thousands of years ago. These are the 30 most incredible ancient cities that exist. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to discover more amazing destinations. Number 30. Bagan. Bagan, located in Myanmar, is an archaeological marvel known for its impressive collection of over 2,000 temples, pagodas, and stupas scattered across a vast landscape. Built between the 10th and 11th centuries, Bagan was the heart of the Burmese kingdom, and its architecture reflects both religious devotion and cultural wealth of the time. Today, travelers can explore this historic site by bike or enjoy a hot air balloon ride at sunrise. Number 29. Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu, the famous Inca city nestled in the mountains of the Peruvian Andes, is one of the most iconic archaeological sites in the world. Built in the 15th century by Emperor Pachacutec, this citadel was an important religious, political, and cultural center for the Incas. Located at over 2,400 meters above sea level, the city is shrouded in an aura of mystery. Number 28. Petra. Petra, known as the Rose City due to the color of the rock it's carved into, is an architectural wonder nestled in the desert of Jordan. Founded over 2,000 years ago by the Nabateans, this city was a major crossroads for trade between Arabia, Egypt, and the Mediterranean. The treasury's facade, carved into the sandstone, is probably Petra's most iconic image. Number 27. Angkor Wat. Angkor Wat, in Cambodia, is the largest religious complex in the world and a symbol of the power and devotion of the Khmer civilization. Built in the 12th century as a Hindu temple dedicated to the god Vishnu, it was later transformed into a Buddhist temple, reflecting the region's religious evolution. This vast complex is surrounded by a moat and covers over 160 hectares. Number 26. Pompeii. Pompeii, a prosperous city of the Roman Empire, was buried by the eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD, frozen in time under meters of volcanic ash. Today, the ruins of Pompeii offer a fascinating window into daily life in ancient Rome, with houses, shops, theaters, and public baths preserved almost intact. The frescoes that adorn the walls of the villas and the mosaics on the floors are some of the best preserved treasures. Number 25. Jerusalem. Jerusalem is a sacred city with more than 3,000 years of history, having witnessed countless conflicts, conquests, and sacred moments. Considered a key place for three of the world's major religions, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, Jerusalem is a melting pot of cultures, traditions, and religious devotion. At the heart of the Old City are sites of profound spiritual significance. Number 24. Luxor. Luxor, on the eastern bank of the Nile, is a vast open-air museum that houses some of the most impressive monuments of ancient Egyptian civilization. Once known as Thebes, the capital of the New Kingdom of Egypt, Luxor was an important religious and political center for centuries. Among its most notable sites are the Karnak Temple and the Valley of the Kings. Number 23. Athens. Athens, the cradle of democracy and Western philosophy, is a city with an unparalleled legacy. Crowned by the iconic Acropolis, home to the Parthenon, this city has been the center of thought and art for millennia. The streets of Athens are filled with remnants of its glorious past, from the Agora to the Theater of Dionysus. Number 22. Chichen Itza. Chichen Itza, on the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico, is one of the most famous archaeological sites in the world and an impressive legacy of the Maya civilization. Founded in the 6th century, this city was an important political, religious, and economic center in the region. Its most famous structure is the Pyramid of Kukulkan. Number 21. Teotihuacan. Teotihuacan, known as the City of the Gods, was one of the largest and most advanced cities in the pre-Hispanic world, and its influence extended throughout Mesoamerica. Located near present-day Mexico City, its imposing pyramids of the sun and the moon dominate the landscape. Though the origins of the Teotihuacanos remain a mystery, their architecture is impressive. Number 20. Xi'an. Xi'an, in China, was the starting point of the ancient Silk Road and one of the most important cities of the ancient Chinese dynasties. Famous for being home to the terracotta warriors, an impressive army of life-sized figures buried with the first emperor of China, Xi'an was a cultural and commercial hub. The city's surrounding wall remains one of its main attractions, symbolizing its power and role as an imperial capital. Number 19. Tikal. Tikal, located in the dense jungles of Guatemala, was one of the most powerful cities of the Maya civilization. Its majestic temples, some of which rise above the treetops, offer a spectacular view of the surrounding jungle. In addition to its monumental architecture, Tikal was an important center of commerce and political power, with its influence stretching across the region for centuries. Number 18. Rome. Rome, known as the Eternal City, is a vast open-air museum where the ruins of the Roman Empire still resonate with the history of one of the most influential civilizations in the world. From the imposing Colosseum, which was the scene of spectacles and gladiator battles, to the Roman Forum, the ancient center of political and social life. Rome is a city where the past coexists with the present. Visitors can immerse themselves in the rich history of the city by walking its history-filled streets. Number 17. Palenque. Palenque, in Mexico, is one of the most important archaeological sites of the Maya civilization. Surrounded by the lush jungle of Chiapas, this ancient city is known for its elaborate inscriptions and refined architecture. Among its most prominent buildings is the Temple of the Inscriptions, which houses the tomb of the great King Pakal, one of the most important figures in Maya history. Number 16. Cusco. Cusco, in Peru, was the capital of the Inca Empire and is one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the Americas. Its cobbled streets and perfectly aligned Inca walls tell the stories of a civilization that dominated much of South America. Today, Cusco is the starting point for exploring Machu Picchu, but it also offers a rich mix of Inca and colonial culture, still visible in its churches and squares. Number 15. Delphi. Delphi, located on the slopes of Mount Parnassus in Greece, was considered by the ancient Greeks to be the navel of the world. This sanctuary, dedicated to the god Apollo, was famous for its oracle, to whom people from all over the Greek world came to consult on important matters. The site includes remains of temples, theaters, and stadiums, all situated in an impressive setting that offers spectacular views of the surrounding area. Number 14. Timbuktu. Timbuktu, in Mali, was a center of trade and knowledge during the Middle Ages, famous for its universities and libraries that attracted scholars from across the Islamic world. Although much of its ancient glory has faded, its adobe mosques and dusty streets remain a reminder of its past as one of the wealthiest and most influential cities in West Africa. Timbuktu still stands as a symbol of African history and knowledge. Number 13. Venice. Venice, in Italy, is a city unlike any other, built on a series of small islands connected by bridges and separated by canals. Founded in the 5th century, Venice became a prosperous maritime republic and an important center of trade and art. Its Renaissance architecture and iconic canals, especially the Grand Canal, make it one of the most romantic and fascinating tourist destinations. Number 12. Carthage. Carthage, in Tunisia, was one of the most powerful cities in the Mediterranean before being destroyed by the Romans. Founded by the Phoenicians, Carthage was the center of the Carthaginian Empire, famous for its great generals like Hannibal. Although much of the city was destroyed, the ruins of Carthage still offer a glimpse into the grandeur of a civilization that rivaled Rome. Number 11. Sigiriya. Sigiriya, also known as the Lion's Rock, is an ancient fortress and palace in Sri Lanka built atop a gigantic rock. This site, dating back to the 5th century, is famous for its frescoes of celestial maidens and landscape gardens that still amaze visitors today. From the top of the rock, panoramic views of the surrounding jungle can be appreciated. Number 10. Tenochtitlan. Tenochtitlan, the capital of the Aztec Empire, was one of the largest and most advanced cities of the pre-Columbian world. Located on Lake Texcoco, in present-day Mexico, its urban design was impressive, with wide avenues, canals, and large temples that made it a center of religious and political power. The city was destroyed by the Spanish conquistadors in the 16th century, but its ruins, including the Templo Mayor, still reveal the magnificence of a civilization that flourished until its tragic end. Number 9. Lhasa. Lhasa, in Tibet, is a spiritual and mystical city that has been the center of Tibetan Buddhism for centuries. Its most famous architectural gem is the Potala Palace, the residence of the Dalai Lama until the Chinese invasion in 1959. Lhasa is a city filled with sacred monasteries and temples, such as the Jokhang Temple, attracting pilgrims and travelers from around the world. Number 8. Alexandria. Alexandria, in Egypt, was founded by Alexander the Great in the 4th century BC and quickly became one of the most important cultural and scientific centers of the ancient world. Famous for its great library, which housed thousands of manuscripts and texts, and its towering lighthouse, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, Alexandria attracted philosophers, mathematicians, and scientists from all over. Though both the library and lighthouse no longer exist, the city remains an important port and testament to its glorious past. Number 7. Hattusa. Hattusa, located in present-day Turkey, was the capital of the Hittite Empire, one of the great powers of the ancient world. Famous for its massive walls and monumental gates, Hattusa was a city of significant political and military influence in the 2nd millennium BC. Though much of the city was abandoned and fell into ruins, excavations have revealed its former grandeur, including the Lion Gate, one of the most impressive entrances to the city. Number 6. Jericho. Jericho, in the West Bank, is one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities in the world, with a history dating back more than 10,000 years. Situated in an oasis in the desert, Jericho has been an important agricultural settlement since prehistoric times. The city is also mentioned in the Bible as the site of a famous battle where the walls of Jericho fell. Number 5. Persepolis. Persepolis, in Iran, was the ceremonial capital of the Persian Empire and a symbol of Achaemenid power. Built by Darius the Great in the 6th century BC, the city was a center for imperial ceremonies and events. Its ruins, which include grand staircases, carved reliefs, and majestic columns, still display the wealth and splendor of this civilization. Number 4. Matera. Matera, in Italy, is famous for its ancient dwellings carved into the rock, known as sassi. These cave houses have been inhabited for thousands of years, making Matera one of the oldest cities in the world. For centuries, the city served as a refuge for monks and Christian communities, and its rock churches adorned with medieval frescoes are one of its main attractions. Number 3. Ephesus. Ephesus, located in Turkey, was one of the most important cities of the ancient world and home to one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, the Temple of Artemis. The city was a center of commerce and culture under the Roman Empire, and its ruins include a grand theater, the Library of Celsus, and the Temple of Hadrian. Number 2. Knossos. Knossos, on the island of Crete, is the largest archaeological site of the Minoan civilization, and its palace was the political, religious, and cultural center of this ancient kingdom. Famous for the legend of the Minotaur and the Labyrinth, Knossos is a place of great historical and mythological importance. Number 1. Forbidden City. The Forbidden City, in Beijing, China, is a vast palace complex that was the home of Chinese emperors for almost 500 years. Built in the 15th century, the Forbidden City has over 900 buildings and is a magnificent example of traditional Chinese architecture. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the 30 most fascinating ancient cities in the world. We hope you've enjoyed discovering these incredible places filled with history. Stunning architecture, and millennia-old culture. Let us know in the comments which of these cities you would like to explore first, or which you've had the opportunity to visit. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you won't miss our upcoming journeys to amazing destinations. Click here to explore more historical wonders, or here to discover more of our videos. See you on the next adventure.